Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we got to give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try to get us ahead and try to keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So the penalty declined, and they will keep the yardage on the completion.
And you could almost see him compartmentalize there throughout the route. Fought hard at the line of scrimmage, a lot of hand checking throughout the route. Great job staying focused on the football and pulling it in through the contact.
That's swung out wide to Harris. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Pickett back to throw. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Allen Robinson, 58 yards. And the Steelers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return, Boston Scott. And he returns this to the 22. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They'll run right here with Swift. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This is 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Hurts. Steps away to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Now 3rd down and 7. Back to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yep.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Johnson, the man in motion right. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. That's going to bring up the 3rd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there.
Because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Boswell's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now. 17-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Second down. Here's Hurts. He's got Brown on the out route complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
A waste of time.
Second and 10. They'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. A nightmare of a first half for him. And that's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Second down and 8. This is Harris on the draw. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with the draw play.
They certainly did. Caught him a little over-eager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Pickett will look to pass it. And he wisely will throw that one away.
You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They hand this off to Harris. And they'll hustle up to stop him well short of the first. Around the 15. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Zach Cunningham buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
He really came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you, the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick-6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense, delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Hurts will throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. This is Harris. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. To the air on first down with Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
On the ground, it's Harris. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Jalen Carter working his way back behind the line of scrimmage and dropping it for a loss. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
It's not trouble by the game there in 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Trying with Pickett here on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's Pickett. Being chased out left. And this one too low.
This is a perfect example of what separates the elite quarterbacks. Has his man open, way too anxious, ends up firing it in there with way too much zip on it. The great ones, they know how to relax and put the appropriate velocity on the football.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Pickett right back to the air again. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I'm going to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll throw again with Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Najee Harris, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point of the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. That is caught, and he is going to have an Eagles first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Intended for Omari Zaccheaus. Incomplete. TJ Watt on the coverage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Now back to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10, right at the 30. He'll drop to throw. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
46-yard line.
Hurts. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
At the 30-yard line.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed him to convert on 4th and long. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need.
And he takes this one into the end zone. All of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Elliott now to add the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers pick over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big